Hey there, everybody. So we found something cool today. This is a blower for a blacksmith's forge. It's a pretty good sized one. The fan moves a little bit, but I think there's something going on with the gearbox. It doesn't really want to do anything. So I'm going to take it apart and kind of see what's up in there and maybe throw some paint on it. Make it cool. We'll see if we can make a handle for it. You don't see these a lot, so I was going to make a post for it with an adjuster and a flange and kind of set it up. I didn't find any maker's marks on it yet or anything, but it's kind of cool. You don't see these very often anymore. So we'll get after it here and see how it comes out. Hey everybody, so I got some of the rust cleaned off. This housing is cast iron, which is kind of neat. It's like the cast iron skillets. It's a super thin, maybe 1/8 of an inch casting to make this housing. It's a pretty good sized housing. But I got the screws loose for this gearbox cover, and I figured I'd pop it up. I'm thinking that the set screw was slipping on this, but it's not a bad idea to take a look in this gearbox anyway. Just to kind of see what's going on in there. Maybe re-lube it, check for old bushings that are wore out. Somebody was thinking when they put this together, because there's a lot of brass hardware on it, so they were trying to keep it from rusting up. I think there's a couple of oil ports in here, but okay, that's loose. So we'll see what we got in here. Oh, that's in good shape. Okay, so it was just it slipping on that shaft. So we just got to clean this up. This oil's really old, but zoom in here. These are helically cut gear teeth. Very slight angle, but still helical cut. Pretty decent reduction. It's probably 20-40 to 1. But this gearbox is nice and clean. Old, but clean. So all I got to do is take it apart and clean it. Sweet. Hey there, everybody. So our disassembly is complete. Nothing looks broken. The gears are. I'm really impressed with these gears for this. This must be a newer one. I'm surprised that they're helical, but nothing looks terrible. This one looks a little worn to me. Those teeth don't look so great, but I got it. I'll have to clean it all up and see. I need to measure. These are just the bushings for it are just bored into this casting. They probably had a fixture that they drop in here and then to pop, bore those bushings. And so I need to see how good they are. If they're worn out, maybe we'll overbore them a little bit and put some brass in there or something. But for now, it's all apart, and now I got to clean it all up. Hey everybody, so I got these gears cleaned up, and I'm just kind of looking at it, and I think there might be some issues here. You see how this drive gear stands way up above where that pinion is, like almost 1/8 of an inch. And you can kind of see on this housing where it's been riding on that. I think something's been changed. Either when they put it together in the factory it wasn't right, or somebody took it apart and when they pressed it back together, they took the gear off that shaft and they pressed it back, and they didn't press it back quite in the right spot, because hang on, let me get this together. So my housing goes together, and I got, you see, about a 1/16 inch of play up and down there. But these gears have nearly 1/8 of an inch between them. So this one and this one aren't fully meshed. So I got a couple of things I can do. I can push this down further on the shaft so that it eats up that 1/8 of an inch, or I can, and I'm tempted to do this, drill that pocket down a little deeper so that that shaft, because that's not a lot of, that might have been a factory error that they just didn't spot face it far enough down, because it's only got an 1/8 of an inch of engagement there, and that is not much. I feel like you'd want a 1/4, and I can do it. Cleaning this up, I'll have to add a washer, and that'll get me a little better engagement on these gears, and I'll feel better about that, putting it all together. That might have been a factory thing, or like I said, somebody tried to refurbish it and they didn't put it back on the same spot on the shaft, but I'm leaning towards it was just a factory error. But we'll get it fixed up and put some paint on this so it looks all nice and pretty. Yep. Stay tuned till the next update. Hey, late night and painting. This thing's starting to look pretty good. I'm gonna do the impeller in red too.